Hello, everybody, and welcome to Oasis Season 5, I think is what we're going to do. I've been working on doing some more construction of our massive farm here, and I'm starting to wonder about this. I might still keep this open air where the beds are, and then just like keep doing like glass or something. But yeah, and as I say that, maybe that's exactly what I should do. Just continue to keep this glass and build up because this is dangerous, basically. I either need to round this off or somehow fix it. Because maybe not here, or it's just a mild inconvenience. Or up here, where it's dangerous, but survivable. 2 hearts. Oh, and I don't have the next one yet. Oh wait, that's... Yep, I need to go get some dirt and some stairs and whee! Oh, I barely made it. Just because there's that little notch right there. I'm missing. Anyways, my point is we'll go ahead and build that. And, oh, sorry, need some water. I'm officially back. I was on a bit of a trip around the world, literally around the world, and that's awesome because I did that last year too. And so every year on my Google Maps, it's like, you made it around the world. So it's ridiculous. It's insane, and I love it. Let's see. So I have been harvesting a lot, been doing a lot of trade to upgrade the tools. So you might notice that this has efficiency 5, so I just put that on recently. But this one, I just got last night 2 things: Silk Touch and efficiency 5. That means I can now chop melons very efficiently. So let's go ahead and trade. We'll go ahead and heal this up. I need to make more levels or get more levels because it's very expensive level-wise. Like I had to get to level 15 from 0. Oh, I died too, so I lost a lot of my experience. Um, I fortunately got everything back though because I watched myself die. I swam up and I almost made it out. What happened is the slight controller drift made me wander off into the water. Actually, right here, or no, right here. And it was very scary because I almost lost this very enchanted pickaxe right here. It was stuck on the stair. As I died here, and my stuff scattered, and it was here, and it was really hard to see, so I also had to get a lot of stuff that scattered under here, and so they were getting like caught in the floorboard, so I couldn't see the tops of the images. And you know, and on top of that, I've got this thing, which shot a bunch of it up to the surface. Well, it all kind of floats to the surface, unless it's stuck on the stairs. So, anyways, we've got a lot done for Oasis Season 4. It's just about time we start a new season. And to kick it off, well, first I'll show you... Oh, whoops. Um, just how efficient in Efficiency 5 and Silk Touch. Notice now it breaks the actual melon instead of giving me pieces of the melon. And I do have a lot of seeds, as you can see. Um, oh. And yes, this is now the Wizards of the Coast. This is my... Um, basically, I'm going to be building this dark tower up massive. Like, it's going to be a skyscraper. So I need a lot of stone for that, which I can do a lot better with this one. And I also want to get more levels, and we can get more seeds this way. Yeah, this is how much it would yield. You know, maybe a stack or two for this line of melons. And then I'll show you how much we can build with that. So, wait, let's get rid of... Okay, with all of these melons that we just got. 16. For 2 and like a third stack, almost a third stack. For 2 stacks, basically. Well, here we go. 14. 2 stacks equals 14 melons. That's what the trade is. So, anyways. And even just looking at this, that was definitely more than 4 melons. Even if this was full. And then we also did through here. But, or no, I don't know if I had melon seeds from before. Anyways. Some cybersecurity of preventative blue teaming. Been working on the X app, having a conversation. It's like it's a three-way conversation with a couple of people, both Trump supporters, and I was talking a bit about this in the Fortnite videos I did. So if you ever get tired of this slower pace, I talk about all this stuff in the Fortnite ones. So although I don't call it musings, so maybe I should add that. Like go back through and be like, is this musing? Although I feel like almost everything's musing at this point. But anyways, so we're talking about religion and military service and the difference between killing and murder. What's supported by the church? What's supported by the government? You know, what's openly able to be supported by the government? You know, because we often point fingers at Russia and criticize Putin, which I still do. Don't get me wrong. Like the dude's a war hungry person, but so are a lot of leaders. I mean, ours aren't all that great either. Um, and I don't care. Like I'm tired of people like getting mad at people for not completely supporting the war in Ukraine. I spoke out against it. I was like, that's a lot of money to kill a lot of people that don't need to die. Like we're letting pride and like political lines define. Like Ukraine's already joining NATO. Like I don't know. Like just and it's an unpopular opinion to just give up some of that land, even temporarily. Like, you know, so people aren't dying. You know, let's stop blowing things up. Let's build everything back up. Doesn't matter who pays for it. I mean, we'll try to keep getting Russia to pay for it, but I mean, at the same time, look at all the stuff that Ukraine's breaking and blowing up too. Like, I mean, it's just expensive. It's the killing. The killing is really what I have a problem with, and that's why I get disgusted at people that get mad. Like, oh, it's Slava Ukraine. It's their freedom. It's all that. It's like, oh my God, they're gonna be dead. Like, I mean, granted, and America does a bunch of dumb stuff too, like the 20 years of a war that I didn't support. You know, but what am I gonna do? You know, like just apologize to people I meet around the world. But sorry, we're killing a bunch of people. If Russia did that, just like invaded a place like Ukraine, they were only there for what, like a few months. I mean, 20 years and 500,000 people, as much as we had from COVID for the longest time. Although I think that's closer to like 1 million now, so I mean, we can't use that statistic. But like I'm constantly pointing out like the millions of deaths from alcohol consumption, and even directly or indirectly related. Like the alcohol one, it's also including the diseases that you get from alcoholism or drinking too much alcohol. Really, any is too much, but I mean, at the same time, we are resilient beings. Like, we're able to handle a certain amount and still survive and thrive. Like, it's not like a death sentence, you know, if you're doing that stuff. But it's also not great either. And recognizing alcohol, as dangerous as it is, versus, and it, you know, you got to point out all the angles too, because it's not just, it's also a ratio of exposure. Like, so the statistic that sharks kill less people than cows do, you know, it's important to point out that most people don't keep a herd of sharks for their dairy or for their meat. Like we don't have shark steaks. We have shark fins, which is, you know, a dangerous thing going on over in Asia, but we don't have shark steak. So the rate of exposure is much higher for cows. You're more likely to see a cow than you are. And if you're Chris Farley or a fan of that, you might go cow tipping. That could be dangerous, especially if alcohol is involved. You could, you know, die. Anyways, millions of lives. That it's anytime millions of lives are at stake or being, you know, or being bargained away for whatever reason, it's cause for concern. Like, you know, the world wars. I feel like it needs to be pointed out, like the actual numbers from that, like how many people died in the world wars total, like all war ever, versus what's being currently killed and like doled out. I mean, I think that's important to know. And it's only a couple of Google searches away. We could do it, I mean, in a matter of seconds, but it's just better just knowing. In fact, now that I say that, I feel like it's bothering me because like I don't want to just be like blindly like saying something really dumb, something that I'll look back at in like even a year and be like, man, I was talking out my. Oh hey, Jack Forge is posting. No, sorry, no, that's Jack Forge is an awesome Canadian. He's very kind. He's very smart. Go check out his channel. What is that? Hi, Kathy Dolbeck. Oh, sorry. Whoops. I gotta. Ah, dang it. Disregard that. I'm gonna have to edit that out. Oh man. Anyways, kindly disregard. That's nothing. But uh, sorry. I'm just thinking about this discussion I'm having because I basically told the dude that he was a fake Christian and a fake military person. He's gonna be so mad. Like he's gonna be like spitting fire. Like what that? Because he's already been dissing me every chance he gets. Like he's been talking smack left and right, like nonstop. And he's been so disrespectful. He's got some coming to him, but not all of that. And in Colorado, we recently legalized magic mushrooms for the main purpose of PTSD in vets. Because when a human takes another human life, it can mess you up. It can give you severe damage to your brain, your ability to process things. Like, explosions will set you off and remind you of all the horrible things that you witnessed in the service of your country, too. So it's like a big feeling of betrayal. Like, oh, I'm going off to do like the noble thing. Like watching Starship Troopers is a great, piece of fiction, but still very, insightful into what it means to serve and like, death right in front of your eyes, people that you love and care about, the tragic backstory of like how they got there and all of that. It's important and like, I feel like that should be required viewing of everybody. That and a lot of comedy works too. As offensive as they are, they speak the truth and they speak logic, like, and they'll cut through the crud, like, the bull crap, the BS, whatever. Sorry, and I'm fine with this being edited however YouTube sees fit. I love that. Like YouTube caught me swearing on one and just it let me know. I was like, sweet, because I would like to go back and read these. Read these, watch these, and not bleep it out. But there's ways you could just like mute it a little bit. So, anyways, and those could be different editions. We could do an edited. I don't know, but I think censorship is only needed. Well, it's needed for a few reasons, but it's also not needed for others, and it depends on the situation. But the more that there's the amount of danger tied to something being said or some piece of information or disinformation, like talking about like false flags like the Bay of Pigs when we were gonna invade Cuba, and like or the Iran things or all the war secrets or whatever. All that stuff that's like highly classified and the average Americans like, me and a bunch of other people, mostly everybody, are not privy to are mostly dangerous because the ramifications that could happen because of it. And you got to have a contingency for just about everything. You got, the Taiwan thing going on. You got the Ukraine thing going on. You got South Africa. I don't know, Israel. I keep even glazing over the fact that, like, Israel and Gaza, the things going on. It's like tons of people, like, already. Well, oh, wait, I was looking up for the number of deaths in World War. All right, so all the wars combined, I wonder how easy a Google search that would be. So, total casualties from war. Since 1800, more than 37 million people worldwide have died while actively fighting in wars. And then here we go, a list of wars by death toll. Um, let's go modern. Actually, wait, before we even do that, Wikipedia is so awesome. All right, if we go pre-modern, before 1500 AD, so the death range, the conquest of Cyrus the Great, 100,000 plus. The Greco-Persian Wars, 300,000 plus. Chinese warring states, 1.5 million, and that's in 475 BC to 221. So we're not even getting to like zero. The Samnite Wars, 33,500 plus, and that was the Roman Republic versus Samnites in Italy. It even has the places of all these involved in the conflict. This is amazing. Wars of Alexander the Great. Hey, that's my name. 142,000. Well, it's got 42 in there. No, I'm kidding. But all of this, like, if we track the totals of all this, we'd add them up. Okay, so the Punic Wars, 1.6 million to 1.9 million. The first Punic War had 400. Oh, so it broke it up. The first Qin's War, I think that's separate, 700,000. That's with China. But back to the second Punic War, that's 700. So it breaks it down, that 1.9 million. And then Roman civil wars, 3 million. That's from 91 BC to 30 BC. The Gallic Wars, 1 million. The Iceni revolts, 150,000. The Jewish Roman Wars, 1.2 to 2 million in the Middle East and North Africa. So we're still looking at about, 50 million, or no, 37 million, sorry. 37 million is one number to hold on to. Sorry, we're still in the pre-modern wars. Let's see. Medieval wars 500 to 1500 AD. Okay, this is getting up here. 2 million, 7 million. Like the An-Lushan Rebellion, the Arab Byzantine Wars. Like I think I played a lot of this stuff in the what is that? It's a computer game. It's like Age of Empires, and you build stuff like Warcraft, but it's a little more complicated. You have more types of resources. All right, Crusades, 1 to 3 million. Sorry, I'm also discussing religion with this former military person, and MAGA, trying to argue against Trump just because I do. War of the Roses. Okay, that's only 105,000 tops. In England, Wales. All right, modern. Or actually, wait, can we see the total? Um, so pre-modern is split out. It doesn't have like a total, I don't think. Does it? So we got 20 million. Oh, geez, the conquest of Timur is 8 million to 20 million. That's the other thing. We didn't keep very good track of a lot of this. And I wonder about the colonization of America. How many, All right, so modern. This is 1500 AD to present. Wars with greater than 25,000 deaths. Okay, so that's kind of concerning that we only have the stuff higher than 25,000. So they can, yeah, more can be added to it. Yeah, 1 million, half a million, 5 millions, 5 million, 8 million. I wish there was a total. Still not like, I mean, if we were to just say like 50 to 100 million, I think we would, I hate to say it, trump all of this stuff. Mr. Trump, he's gonna trump everything. You can't trump a Trump, but you can joke with a joker. All right. Yeah, all of this stuff. The Hamas Israel war, 27 to 36. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, that was 27 to 36,000. Okay. Russian invasion of Ukraine, 520,000. So we're looking at half a million, which is still a lot. I'm not trying to say any of this is not like a lot of death. It's horrible. I mean, this is like the present stuff. War in Iraq, 195,000 to 200,000, and it lists it as 2013 to 2017. We were there, so maybe that's just for that sliver of it, but we were there 20 years from 2001. Let's see, is it split? Maybe Afghanistan? Iraq War, 400, so that's a half a million average. So it's 405,000 to 654,000. Part of the war on terror. See casualties of the Iraq War. Or yeah, the war on terror, which is still ongoing. Yeah, war on terror, 272,000 to 1.2 million. Okay, that sounds about accurate for all of it, like the total of all of the 20 years, because there was a half a million in civilians. And unfortunately, like a lot of it, it either can't be proved or um, they just weren't involved in the adversaries. So people died, much like what's going on in Gaza now. There's a lot of civilians dying. Oh wait, sorry. Let's one last one. I know this is kind of boring just watching me let the pumpkins grow. But all right, let's look at. Does it have the most recent one? No, it doesn't. Well, like what's going on in Gaza and Israel. So for that, we just open up a new tab. I got 93 tabs. I gotta close some of these out. Jeez. All right. Casualties of Israel Palestine conflict. There we go. The total 1,000 to 1,400 Palestinian deaths in the Gaza war from 2008 to 2009, 2,000 Palestinian deaths in the 2014 Gaza war, at least 24,000 Palestinians and 1,410 Israeli killed in the 20. Okay, so this is current. So 24,762 plus Palestinians. So think about that. 24,000 and 1,410 Israelis killed in the 2023 Israel-Hamas war, with a further 1.9 see, 1.9 million Palestinians displaced within Gaza and 500,000 Israelis displaced. So it's really bad on both sides, but yeah, it's proportionally a 24 to 1 ratio of death. And this is people that won't get to fix their mistakes. This is people that won't get to help others fix their mistakes. This is people that won't get to enjoy life. Like, I mean, it's not in the millions, so like looking back through history, that is kind of slightly refreshing, but jeez. Yeah, and like a good 1.2 million from America over 20 years. Now, then the war on terror, similar to the war on drugs, it's two wars declared that potentially endanger American citizens. So, I mean, I'm not supporting terror by any means. Like, I think it still needs to go away. It's just there's better ways to go about doing it, and not by killing people. That's the bad way of doing it. That's like using a flamethrower to put out a little fire. Like, it's not. I mean, the force of the flamethrowers, flames being thrown out, will probably move away or suck up the oxygen or whatever. Maybe it'll accelerate the burning of the object. So then, yeah, there's no more fire, but there's also no more object or fuel that you were trying to protect or salvage or what have you. You know, like, or a sledgehammer for driving a nail. Like, no, you just need a regular. Well, you need a specific type of hammer if you're going to be doing it a lot of times a day. Oh, also, I don't have stairs. Or I do. I don't have them to the next level. Oh yeah, we need a lot of dirt. So we'll go mob that actually. I don't know. So using logic to dispel a bunch of hypocrisy and to point out the significance and insignificance of a lot of different things. I mean, the reason I just did all that lookup right now was because I wanted to prove a point that it's dangerous the way that we have things, and we could fix it with a few simple tricks, a few simple steps, a few simple things. And Colorado's doing it. Like, we're at the forefront of doing all of it. Like, we're also charged with jail. We're the jailers. We're the Department of Corrections company that that's where everybody ends up going for violent and nonviolent stuff. But the majority is nonviolent drug offenses. Yeah, sorry, felonies. Situations caused directly or indirectly by substance abuse. One of the biggest is alcohol, but most overlooked because it's legal everywhere. And so even just there, the legality and lethality of a substance versus it's insane. Also, we got to build the dark tower, so maybe we need to get some dirt, some stone. Yeah, season 5 is kicking off pretty nicely. So let's go drop off some stuff. Oh, I need more. Oh, actually, whoops, that's not. Take trash out of there. Hmm, okay. I don't know where I'm gonna put storage. Let's put it right out here. Because we started doing that. Yeah, I like that. There we go. Everything, just random stuff. Except our tools, the torches. I need to enchant my diamond hoe. But I can also just take a diamond and repair it. I got 24 level. Alright, let's go get stuff for the dark tower. Actually, yeah. Yeah, I want to build the dark tower up, so we'll talk a little bit more. I mean, it's probably almost time. Let's see. Oh yeah, 7 minutes. So, well, actually, the whole point about the current or where the discussion's currently at with the dudes on X app is it okay to murder or kill in the eyes of God, in the eyes of the law, and if so facto. No, I'm just kidding. I was watching a bunch of Better Call Saul. I have no understanding of the law. I do. I'm just kidding, but my understanding of the law isn't sufficient to feel good about anything. Like, I wouldn't bet any money on that. So, um, wait, let's see. So we got that, and actually, it would probably make sense to do two. That way, you're exposing. Yes, actually, yeah. Let's just start doing that. Let's see what I'm going to show you is we've got this line discovered by digging out here, but if it's 2 units thick, then we can see all of the ones down here, which means we're moving the whole, or we're sliding the whole area of mining or harvesting down by 1, and so that's going to be more effective at finding valuables, minerals, resources, or sorry, yeah, coal, gold, redstone, all sorts of stuff, and all of this stuff too. We got, we're almost to 1 stack. Oh, I mean, do I want to do this? Yeah, I do. I mean, mine shafts are just... they have a lot of exposed resources. But it's also really easy to get lost in these things, so that's why it's like, you know, it's a toss-up. Like, and I'm not going to get a lot of the dark stone, which is okay. I mean, we'll still get a lot throughout all this, but in fact, we can even dig out some. And it's kind of like the same if you ever find yourself in a maze or something. If you put all of the light sources on the left from your start point, then you'll be able to find your way back to that start point by following everything on the right. So, except I say that, I think we came down there. Alright, so, going left, hugging the left wall. Okay, and then this is that. Make sure I'm not missing any stuff running too fast under it. Ooh. Maybe I should do that too. Like, so the entrance has the left-facing one, so when you're trying to find the exit, I mean, which doesn't matter here, this was a dead end, but from now on, if I do that every time we come to this intersection, actually no, we'll leave that, because then that might be a good reminder. Okay, so like right here, that's the way out, because I've gotten lost with that before. So that's left in there, there. Oops. We're still building quite. Sorry, still all phlegmy. I think some of that's from being on an airplane for like 2 days. Ooh, diamonds, yeah. Anyway, there's also a spawner, but let's keep doing the nice cave spider spawner. A dead end there. Stuff here. Let's see. Then you can go this way and that way. So whenever you get into one of these intersections, I'm just gonna have it be a thing now. I love that. Like that. I got lost quite a few times with those things. Alright, so now we're continuing left. Oh, whoops. Oh, we have plenty of room. Okay. Okay. So. Oh, wait. What? Oh. There. um. I mean, I have a feeling I'll be heading up pretty soon, but these things can take a while to explore. Okay, so so anyways, yeah, we need to stop promoting war and weapons of war and I was gonna say, is that gonna be I mean if I break one. There we go. Well, I need efficiency 5 on this one. I only have mending. Maybe sharpness 5. Alright, so and I'm level 24, so it's not gonna be a question of levels. Oh, the torch is holding it up because it's sideways. But if we did this, yes, there we go. It breaks gravel when it falls on a torch. And I think sands too. So you can, so if you're worried about digging straight up, which you should never be doing anyway. Let's see. We could use some arrows too, so some flint's not bad, but oh, there's time. So that's good. I was starting to trail off, and maybe I'll do some exploring of this place off camera and all that. But anyways, welcome to Oasis Season 5. I'll gather up some resources. Maybe we'll go do some building or something later on today. So happy Friday, everybody, and see y'all in the next one.